this tutorial I'm briefly going to explain how to set up set-driven keys. It's a very important tool, very useful and time saver when it comes to animation. You can use it to automate any number of things, you know, from the fingers of a hand to movement of a certain object, anything like that. The way you do it is simply by setting up an attribute similar to the translate, rotate and scale, and making a pre-made animation from that, so that when you drag the attribute it will affect your object. So here's an example with the Claire model. As I said before, you can do it with the fingers. On this one we've made the fingers all spread at the same time, just from one drag, as opposed to going in by hand and selecting every joint and moving them, which would just be so time consuming. Same with like things in the feet. You've got the ball lift, the heel lift. You can make a foot roll, wiggle the toes, you know. And if you're that way inclined, you can have a bit of jiggle physics as well. So here I've got a simple model that I made. It's just a flip knife, and I'm going to set up a control curve, which is just a NURBS object, to control the rotation of the actual blade itself. So the first thing you want to do is set the pivot point to where you want it to rotate from, which in this case is right where the screw is. So it's going to rotate around that point now. You also want to set up your NURBS object, which for this I'm going to use a circle. You can get quite pedantic about this and just mould it to the shape of the object if you like. That will do for now. I'm going to go into outliner, select the circle, select the group for the blade and parent. Sorry, other way around. So when I select the circle, it moves the blade around with it. So that's going to be my controller. I've just realised though that I didn't freeze and delete the history first and send the pivot. Always do that when you put a curve in position. There we go. So now we're going to select the curve. We're going to go into modify and add an attribute. Open. Set the minimum to 0, maximum to 10 on this one. Okay, close. And as you can see, we've got an attribute on the curve called knife open. I'm also going to rename the curve flip knife underscore CC. CC means control curve. Now we've got our attribute set there, and we're going to go into animate in the animation tool set, which is under here, and we're going to go to set driven key and set. We're going to click on the curve and go to set as driver, and now we're going to select the blade and set it as driven. The blade rotates on Y, so we're going to select the rotate Y, and on the driver, the curve, we're going to select the attribute we made called knife open, and we're going to hit key. And what that means is when the knife open is set to 0, the rotate Y is going to be set to 0. And we select the control curve, take knife open to 10, which is what our maximum one was, and we're going to set the rotate Y to minus 171, and we're going to hit key, and with a bit of luck, yeah, now the blade, oh, I'm an idiot, come on, there we go, will open and close, and it will limit to 10, so you're not going to get it opening up beyond the boundary of where you want it to be, and you can still move the blade around, so you can pair it into a locator on someone's hand, and you can open and close.